Welcome back, Mech Warriors. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD, bringing you some more Tournament of the Stars Season 3. This morning we have a Division I matchup between Smoke Keshik and 323rd Minnesota Tribe Recon. Man, that's a mouthful. Probably just gonna refer to them as 323rd throughout the cast, just to save some breath. Yeah, Tournament of Stars. It's a 5v5 tournament. Game mode is Conquest. There's only a single cap point that is allowed, making it more King of the Hill than anything else. Yeah, the main objective of Tournament of Stars is to destroy all the enemy mechs. That's how you gain the most points in this tournament, as the tournament is not based on objective wins, but rather the mech kills. Yeah. Legendary mechs are allowed in this tournament. You can only bring one legendary mech per drop. However, only legendary mechs that can be bought from the in-game store are allowed. And legendary mechs cannot be used in the first drop. Now, the first drop is different from the other four. The first one is split up into three smaller little duels, the first of which is a 1v1 duel mirror match with trial mechs. This week's trial mech is the Nightjeer, while the second and third drops of drop 1 are 2v2s. I think that about covers Tournament of Stars. So yeah, let's get to it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna make you guys wait through another 5 minutes. So these Nightjeers are outfitted with 2 ER Larges, 2 Gauss Rifle, and an ECM. Majority of the plays that we've seen have...
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Yeah. Thank you, Dunk. Or, that's not Duncan. That's, the Inner Sphere announcer, right? Thank you, Inner Sphere announcer. But yeah, majority of the duels on this map that we've seen have taken place from these platforms and ramps. So, yeah. Ooh, first shot goes off. Let's pull up those player percentages. Weasel Slider fighting for Smoke Keshik. That's the blue team at 96%. Jade Harpy for 323rd at 92% now. Looks like a majority of the damage he's taken has gone into his right torso, him being Jade Harpy. Weasel Slider 89%, Jade Harpy 91%. And it looks like Weasel Slider here is pushing up, trying to get within brawl range, saying, hey, I don't want to fight at range, let's just duke it out in the close range. Jade Harpy right torso open, Weasel Slider's CT open. Weasel Slider at a very nice percentage. Oh, not anymore. But looks like Jade Harpy has lost their right torso. Now they lose a Gauss rifle, but they still have both their ER larges and a Gauss rifle. Oh, down goes Weasel Slider, shot straight through the CT. Very well played, 323rd. And feel free to look at those stats while I update the scorecard. Alrighty, let's get those teams swapped. Let's get the map swapped. We're going off to Mech Factory, and since we have EU versus NA, we gotta get the server swap. So now we're heading into a 2v2. This 2v2 is mediums and assaults. So, yeah. Now, Weasel Slider has disconnected, but I don't know if he invited his 2v2 players. So I'm gonna check Discord, see if there's any messages in the ticket. I'm not seeing anything. Looks like we have Battle Doll and Jimmy the Jim Jimmies coming in for 323rd. Alright, you know what? Smoke Keshik. Oh no. That's right. Server crash because it's... Sorry, the game crashes at 10 o'clock in the morning all the frickin' time for some ungodly reason. Yes, close the program. Alright, give me a moment to get MechWarrior back up and running. And enjoy the black screen while I log back in. I do not understand why the game crashes at 10 in the morning. It just does. Whenever you click on the friends list. God, that's so annoying. Can't believe that I forgot about that. Now, I know that I'm not the only person that has experienced this issue. There have been many reports about it, so before anybody sits there and says, oh, you know, your PC is bad, you should feel bad, you know, It's not a my PC thing. It's a PGI spaghetti code thing. Alrighty, looks like Smoke Keshik bringing in Captain Rex and Lulcan. Hmm. The the blinking icon is just so enticing to touch, but I know that it's not important. I already know what it's gonna say. It's gonna list that my friend request is just chock full of people friend requesting me. Just waiting on the teams to ready up here. Sorry about that. Checking the stream just to make sure that it is live and working. It is. Alrighty, Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is readied, but waiting on the lock call. There it is. Let's get to drop 1.2. Alrighty, over here on Team 2 side, that is 323rd. We have a Direwolf A with 2 LB20s, 2 Ultra 10s, and a Nova D with an Ultra 20. Interesting.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter
Sorry,
the cost.
no. Team 2 should be Smoke Keshik, and Team 1 should be 323rd. Sorry, that's my bad. Don't really know these teams that well, and the team placards don't have the team's name. It's a little difficult. We have Battle Doll in a boiler with 2 Ultra 20s, a flamer, and a micro pulse laser, and Jimmy the Jimmies, a Hunchback 2C with 2 LB20s and 2 flamers. Now, both teams sticking to their respective right sides of the map. So it looks like we're going to get a little north-south split of a fight. Battle Doll jump jetting to get up onto the ramp. Jimmy the Jimmies doing a little pop-tarting, trying to get sight on his opponents. Looks like he might be trying to do like a little pop-tart to line up those shots, maybe. Captain Rex and Lulcan staying very close together, almost in lockstep. They're now rotating down to be in line with 323rd. Jimmy getting smacked with those UAC 20s. Now Battle Doll taking the damage. Ooh, Battle Doll getting hit in the CT. Going down to 82%. He's trying to get shots off on Captain Rex, but most of those pellets were impacting the platform. That's the issue with those low mounts. There's a smoke that's been called, but artillery strikes do not work in Mech Factory. Battle Doll pushing up, getting shots off on Volcan. Volcan at 80%. Let's see if we can get a read on him. Alright, that left torso is open. Now it looks like Captain Rex and Lolcan pushing up to engage Battle Doll and Jim the Jim Jimmies. Lolcan using that arm mount effectively, getting on top of Battle Doll and shooting down. Battle Doll's right torso is open, left torso open. Captain Rex and Battle Doll duking it out. Captain Rex taking down Battle Doll. Captain Rex CT is open. Is taken out by Jim the Jim Jimmy's. Lolcan lost his right arm, or left arm, which had his weapon. Had his Ultra AC-20.
We're detecting no more hostiles. Good job, soldiers.
And so Jim the Jim Jimmy's gets the easy kill as Lolcan stands there and accepts his demise. Very nicely fought. That is a shoot. Oh man, I forgot to swap the team cards for that one. I believe that is a 323rd win. So yeah, sorry for forgetting to swap the team cards. Alrighty, let's get these teams swapped. We're off to Boreal Reach on the European server. Yeah. It's hard to remember which team is which when you know, when both of these teams are filled with new players, you know, and they're both new teams, so it's hard to remember who's fighting for who. But you know what? I think I'm doing an okay job. Looks like 323rd bringing in TK at onlylerms.com and STI Leopard. Meanwhile, Smoke Keshik bringing in Nefros and Danny 130. Now, for this 2v2 duel, the mechs that are allowed are lights and heavies. So far, we've been seeing a lot of adders for the light. A lot of the adder warthog. Seen at least one Gen or 2C with the SRMs, but primarily the light has been the adder warthog. Heavies, we've been seeing a mix of like Splat Brawl or just DACA. Yeah. Ultra AC5s, AC5s, UAC 2s, AC2s. So it'll be interesting to see what these teams decide to bring. Alrighty, there's a lock from Team 1. There's a lock from Team 2. So let's get into the drop. Alrighty, over here on Team 1 side, that's Blue Team, that's Smoke Keshik. We have Nefros in the Orion 2CA running a splat build, LB20 for SRM6, and Danny 130 in the Adder Warthog with an ER medium laser, 14 AP Goss. And looks like we're actually going to have a mirror match here, potentially. Let's see if it's a complete mirror match. Ooh, nope. Ultra AC10, Flamer, Small Pulse Laser, 4SRM6, Artemis on the Orion 2CA coming from STI Leopard. And on TK, we have 14 AP Goss and a Small Pulse Laser. Now, both teams are running basically the same setup. So this essentially just comes down to how well these pilots use their weapons.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Danny letting TK just farm his back. STI Leopard getting his left torso shot off and losing a majority of those SRMs, losing heat capacity, shuts down. Nefros CT open. STI Leopard flaming him, keeping him heat capped. GG, that is a 323rd win. And sorry about that. I missed 1 point for Smoke Keshik on drop 1.2, I believe. Alrighty, swapping sides, swapping servers, swapping map. We are off to Hellbore. And don't forget, we need to swap the time because the time limit is now 15 minutes. Oh, and one last thing to swap. Game mode to Conquest. But yeah, that was very well fought by 323rd. You know, they got those back shots on the outer Warthog, uh, just putting him down very quickly. Get that blinking light to stop. It's annoying. Duel. Just waiting on 323rd to get the rest of his team in. Looks like Smoke Keshik bringing in 6 players. Okay. We gonna have a little 6v5? I mean, I'm down to see it. Why not? Alrighty, looks like they're down to 5 players now. Both teams, 5 players. Looking better. Whoop. Hello. Whew. Now, I'm wondering if that one single flamer really helped in the Boreal Reach duel that STI Leopard brought. Because from my limited experience piloting a Orion 2CA with a splat build, it's honestly not too hot. You know, you can generally put a mech down before you run a risk of overheating. I think you get like four or 5 alphas. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Just waiting on the lock from both teams. Looks like Team 1 is readied up, waiting on the lock call. There's the lock call from Team 1. Don't forget, Mech Warriors, stay hydrated, keep water with you at all times. It's summertime, it's gonna be hot. So, stay hydrated, stay cool. When you get a moment, clean your PC. Honestly, when's the last time you cleaned your PC? Clean it. Apply some new thermal paste to your CPU. Keep it in tip-top shape. Both teams are locked here, so we're going to get into the match. Just going to wait over here on Team 2's side so that we can get the readout of the mechs, and then we'll zip on over to Team 1's side and catch their readouts. In the past, we've been seeing a lot of Vipers, some adders, but primarily Vipers on this drop. So if I were to guess, I would say we're going to be seeing some Vipers. Just waiting on potentially one player to finish loading in. Look at that one single person way out there. Or maybe it's two. Here we go. Teams are loading in. All right, over here on Team 1 side, we have 3 Arctic Wolf 1s and 2 Jenner 2C2s. This screams CERN. Just complete CERN bombers.
Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
SRMs, 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 and guess what? SRMs. So we got a CERN Brawl deck coming out from Smoke Keshik here. And over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team, that's 323rd. We have a Shadowcat Meshapeshu with 2 ER Peeps, Viper Fs. What do they got? Heavy Machine Guns, Micro Pulse, Heavy Machine Guns, Micro Pulse, Kit Fox C with 4 SRM6 and a Shadowcat H with 2 ER Large, 1 AC2. Very interesting. I can honestly say I've never seen that build on a Shadowcat. Viper F's going up on the opposite side of where the cap point is. Possibly doing some scouting, maybe lying in wait, trying to set a trap. Daniel 08 for Team 2. Looks like he's getting some scouting of his own, doing the same thing that those Vipers are. But we have some lasers coming out onto Lolcan here. ER Peeps being sent towards his teammates.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
So yeah, looks like 323rd setting up to play in the jungle gym, letting Smoke Keshik capture the cap point. Man, I really hope I don't have these teams reversed. And it looks like we have a fight going on here between the 2 Vipers and 4 players. It's a 2v4. About to be a 5v2. Four players to take down Battle Doll. They're going to be switching targets here and going after the Dusty Busty. So yeah, That is nasty. All that SERM, all that SRM damage. Smoke Keshik here staying very grouped up. Now pushing in onto the objective. Now that they know that 323rd is on the objective, they're gonna try to capture somebody out of position. Looks like the primary target here is the Dusty Busty, who's running straight into the enemy team, gets completely surrounded. Sinbodo trying to get some back shots here. Gets turned around on. Sinbodo now caught out. Caught in a 4v1. Smoke Keshik staying just very tightly knit.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Capturing Sigma back under their control. But I don't think Smoke Keshik has any. Oh nope, the Jenners have jump jets. They can potentially get up there. Yep, Daniel 08 using his jump jets to get up onto the jungle gym. Going to harass Jade Harpy before potentially trying to jump across. Nope, he's going to drop down. But yeah, 323rd playing at the tops of the jungle gym saying, "Neener, neener, you can't touch me." Now, this could potentially net 323rd a win if they can destroy all 5 mechs. Oh, looks like Weasel Slider taking the long route with Soundbust to come up the ramps. He's gonna come up and get a back shot here on Jade Harpy, but no, he goes for the legs instead. Alright, I see you. Jade Harpy dropping down, only to get engaged by Captain Rex and Daniel 08. Jade Harpy goes down. Jimmy the Jim Jimmy's the last remaining mech for 323rd is legged. Right leg is open. And down he goes to Soundbust. GG, that is a Smoke Keshik 5-0. Feel free to look at that scoreboard while I update the scorecards. And just gonna switch the score placards position prematurely. That way we don't have to worry about swapping it later. Should be on European servers now. Yeah, very nice strat coming out from Smoke Keshik on drop 2, bringing the CERN bomb drop deck. 3 Arctic Wolf 1s loaded to the gill with SRMs, along with 2 Jenner 2C with all the CERMs as well. CERMs and jump jets. will say I did like 3/23's idea of bringing those Shadow Cats with the range. I just feel like it's not the right deck and not the right map for them. Like, yes, if those Shadow Cats can get up onto the jungle gym very early and their opponents are slow and you can get the early damage, then yeah, go for it. But otherwise, keep it simple. Yeah. The Vipers did kind of jump the gun. You know, they got caught out in essentially a 2v5, which that is not what you want. You do not want to be down 2 mechs before the team fight really begins. Just waiting on the teams to ready up here. And there's the lock from Team 1. Now, the tonnage limit here does increase up to 275, I believe. Ruh-roh. Don't lock at 30 or 300, please. Please don't. $290. No, please don't lock at 290. Because if the tonnage limit is 275, then no. You know what? I'll pull up the rules. Oh, okay. Dropping down to 270. Nice. Okay. All right. No tonnage violations. I like to see that. Yay. They had me worried. Oh man. Alrighty, over here on Team 2 side, that should be 232. Or 323rd. 232. 323rd. Yeah, so 323rd is going to be the red team on this map. We'll see what they have here in a moment. Once all these players finish loading into the match, I do like the scenery of the sky with it, you know, rotating. It's nice. Alright, over here on Team 2 side, that's 323rd, that's the red team. We have Adder Warthog, Summoner G, Nova C, Orion 2CA, Viper F. On the Orion 2CA, we have kind of a splat build. LB20 Serms, medium pulls. Nova C running SRMs. Adder Warthog with, my guess is AP Goss, yep. Viper F, I'm guessing heavy EMGs, yep. And the Summoner G, obviously SRMs. Now, off to Team 1 side we go. That's going to be the blue team. That's Smoke Keshik. We have 3 Shadow Cats and 2 Sun Spiders. Interesting. Over here on the lead Shadow Cat, we have 6 AP Goss AC-10, 6 AP Goss AC-10, 2 ER Meads, 2 Heavy Large Lasers on the third Shadow Cat. Lolcan in the Sun Spider D with 3 Ultra AC-5s, interesting. And Danny130 in the other Spider, or Sun Spider, rocking the same build. So yeah, one thing about those AP Goss AC-10 Shadow Cats is that's 22 damage pinpoint.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
It hits, and it hits hard. Dusty Busty capturing Sigma for 323rd. Now, if I were to give the match to a team based simply on mech builds, I'd have to give it to Smoke Keshik just because the builds are pretty meta, not gonna lie. But who knows? Maybe the mix of SRM mechs and what else for 323rd might pull it out here. They might do a little upset. Looks like Weasel Slider caught out in a 2v1 between STI Leopard and Dusty Busty. Captain Rex goes down. Down goes Weasel Slider. Looks like Danny130 next target called goes down very quickly. Yeah, 323rd more than likely gonna take it from the SRMs. Lilcan trying to get those shots off with those UAC 5s. Nephros trying hard to squirrel away from his 3 opponents. But 323rd taking Nephros's leg. Nephros overheating.
The enemy has capped enough resources.
And down goes Lilcan. Very nicely done, 323rd. Feel free to look at those, damage values while I update the scorecard. That is a 323rd win, 5-0. Nice. Weasel Slider and Nefrost doing 261 damage. Identical. Alrighty. Swap the placards. You know what? Let's get into lobby view. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Well, and we should probably swap the map, shouldn't we? Score currently, if I've been scoring correctly, should be 7-12. Smoke Keshik, 323rd. Just waiting on the teams to get their players in, get readied up, and locked. By the way, if anybody has missed any of the comp matches, feel free to go through the various MWO Leagues channels. This one, number 2, number 3, and watch the go watch the VODs. We got a lock from Team 1 here. If you're wondering if a match got casted, check out the caster sheet. All the matches that are casted by shoutcasters from the MWO comp community are logged there. There are a couple of matches, I believe, that were casted by community members such as Windscape. So you'd need to go check out their channel to see those matches. But yeah. If you're not already in the MWO Comp Discord, there's a link down below. So, scroll down a little bit, click on that link, come over to the MWO Comp Discord. A lot of great people, a lot of people who just want to help you get better at the game. Whether that's through mech building or, improving your play. If you want to get more into the competitive scene, stop by MWO Comp. It's as easy as that. Drop in, say, hey, I want to be part of a team. Boom. You'll likely get picked up by a team. Or maybe you'll find a bunch of other people who are also looking for a team and form your own team. Both teams are locked now, so let's get into this drop number 4. Gonna wait over here on Team 2 side just to get the readout of their mechs. Then we're gonna, like the other matches or other drops, zoom over to Team 1 side and catch their builds. If memory serves correctly, Smoke Keshik should be Team 2 on this drop. They will be the red team. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Come on. Load. Load harder. There we go. Players coming in right now. Over on Team 2 side, once again, that's Smoke Keshik. We have
Coming in. Capture and hold the
a
resource
Kodiak
point.
3,
Stop any hostiles and
2
get in your
Nova
way.
Cats, a Viper F, and an Executioner C. Viper F probably rocking HMGs. Nope, LMG's ER large. Okay. Locan in the Executioner with an AC, Ultra AC 20 and a large pulse. Soundbus and Novacat B with ER Peeps, 6 SRM 6. Captain Rex in the Kodiak 3 with 4 small pulse laser, 4 AC 10. And Weasel Slider in the Novacat B with 2 ER Peeps, 6 SRM 6. Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team. That's 323rd. We have STI Leopard in the Orion 2CA with Splat Build, Bluto in a Gargoyle D with red lasers, Jade Harpy, Gargoyle D, red lasers, TK, Gargoyle D, red lasers, and Sinbodo with in a Mad Dog Revenant with Serms and red lasers. Now we have a big old brawl here right on Theta. This I love to see. This is something that we haven't actually seen yet from any of the matches we've casted. This is a big old fight on Theta. Jade Harpy went down. Soundbus goes down. Looks like Locan is the next target called here for 323rd. TK goes down. Bluto goes down. Looks like STI is about to go down. Locan went down. STI CT almost opened up, but he has taken backshot damage. Sinbodo goes down. Down goes STI Leopard from shots through the CT, and that's gonna be a Smoke Keshik win.
Controlled by the enemy.
5-2. Now this team's not gonna, have enough time to get out to another cap point before the tickets count over 11, but valiant effort was Weasel Slider.
We failed.
GG's indeed. So let's see. Smoke Keshik win 5 2. Wow, these teams are keeping it extremely close. So yeah, this one is going to be for literally all the marbles. There is a possibility that both of these teams come out of this match tied up score wise. It's a possibility, but it's a very unlikely possibility. It would require one of the team. I think it would require Smoke Keshik to how would it be done? Because if Smoke Keshik gets all 5 kills and wins, right, through the objective, that's 6 points. So that would knock them up to 19. But 323rd needs 5 points to also get to 19. So I think what would have to happen is a simultaneous kill for the very last kill, and for 323rd to have more points that the game doesn't just outright end. Once Smoke Keshik gets all the kills, but Smoke Keshik has to capture the point back at the end and have it tick up past. Let's see. Is there an easier way to get to the tie? Yeah, if the match times out and nobody touches the cap point, they can walk away with, you know, each team having X amount of kills where it adds up to being the same. Because at that point, no team technically wins, so no team gets the 1 point. So yeah, there's potential, okay? We never know. Though I am glad to see that both of these teams are keeping it super tight with the score going into drop number 5 here. Looks like we have Team 2 ready to up, just waiting on Team 1 to, get their 5th player back into the lobby. And ready and locked. Looks like Jimmy the Jimmy's cheering on. Uh, which side he's cheering for? I have no clue. Maybe it's the fact that this match is so close points-wise. That's what I'd like to believe. Team 1 locked. Team 2 locked. So let's get into the 5th and final drop for this Smoke Keshik versus 323rd match. Just waiting on players to load into the match. I'm gonna sit here and spam the tab key until the little teams show up on the sides of the screen. There we go. Over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team, that's 323rd. We have 2 Stone Rhino 4s, a Summoner B, a Marauder 2C Delta, and a Supernova Boiler.
Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Boiler with UAC 20s Flamer Micro Pulse, Stone Rhino 4 with 4 LB20s, 4 LB20s, 2 SRM6, the Marauder 2C Delta with SERM's Hag 30, Small Pulse Laser, and the Summoner B with 6 SRM6 Artemis. Alright, coolio. Over here on Team 1 side, that's blue team, that's Smoke Keshik. We have a Stone Rhino 2 with 2 Gauss Rifle, 2 ER Large, Stone Rhino 2 with 2 Large Pulse, 2 Hag 30, 6 ER Meads, a Direwolf A with 2 LB10, 2 Ultra 10, the other Direwolf A with 6 AC5, and a Hunchback 2C with 2 Hag 30.
Theta is controlled by the
Now,
enemy.
323rd going and grabbing the cap point immediately, while Smoke Keshik setting up for kind of a range trade position along the ridgeline. 323rd going over here to man, what side is this? This is over by Echo. I think this is the Echo line. Is it the Echo line? I don't know. But they're on the opposite side of the map from Smoke Keshik. Where's the 5th? There he is. Okay. Jimmy the Jimmy's sitting down by Theta. He's already capped it. Now he's just playing the defensive line for it. Looks like the main force of 323rd has been spotted by one of the Stone Rhinos of Smoke Keshik. That Stone Rhino now backing off and trying to create some distance. Meanwhile, the rest of 323rd just continues advancing unimpeded. Ooh, STI Leopard getting hurt. Ooh, almost a headshot. STI Leopard taking a beating up in the front, getting his side torsos opened. There goes the right torso. Now Battle Doll stepping in front of STI Leopard, taking those shots, but STI Leopard still being focused. CT is open, left torso open, head is basically 2-touch. Alright, that CT is now essentially 2 or 3 touch. Down goes STI Leopard, getting that left torso taken. It is now a... Oh, Danny130 goes down very quickly. Volcan now the target for 323rd. Down goes Battle Doll. It's a 4v3. Never mind, make that a 3v3 as Volcan goes down. Bluto getting ripped up here, gets taken out. It's now 2v3. Sinbodo and Jimmy the Jimmies kind of rotating armor here. Looks like there's been a smoke out. Is that for Sinbodo or for Smoke Keshik? It's hard to tell. Jimmy the Jimmies getting a different angle on Smoke Keshik here. Or at least trying for a different angle. Looks like he went for a leg shot on Soundbust, but... Ooh, Jimmy, not looking good. That CT is open, left torso open. CT now 1-touch. Sinbodo gets halved. CT taken. Jimmy the Jimmies now facing off against 3 mechs that are relatively fresh, while he is 1-touch CT. Down goes Jimmy the Jimmies. And this is going to be a Smoke Keshik win. All they need to do is spread out, grab the cap points, and that'll be GG. Alright, Clan Ghost Bear decals. Nice, okay. I see you. Let's see, you got any decals? No? Boring. Weasel Slider also rocking no decals. Come on, people, paint your mechs. Give us something fun to look at. Aha. Black
Resource
Widow.
point Beta is ours.
Nice.
We have Gamma. We have gained Epsilon.
Delete. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be a Smoke Keshik win. 5-2. Woohoo! Soundbust in that Direwolf A dropping 746, but Captain Rex in the other Direwolf A dropping a sweet little sub base here. STI Leopard with a very nice damage number. Alrighty. final score coming out of this match between Smoke Keshik and 323rd. Uh, if my calculations are correct, if I was keeping score correctly, I believe the final score to be 19 points for Smoke Keshik and 16 points for 323rd. Awesome. Yeah. If you're looking for more MWO Comp matches for today, we have scheduled on the cash sheet 2 other matches. One at 1 p.m. Pacific, that's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern, or if you want the UTC time, that's 8 p.m. UTC. And another match at 5 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Eastern, or rather midnight UTC. So yeah, I hope to see all of you come back later for those matches. Yeah. Oh, you probably want to know what those matches are, don't you? Yeah, the 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UTC match is a Div A match between CTFR Alpha Squadron and Fidelis Machina, while the other match that's scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, midnight UTC is a Division G match between FJRD Junkyard Dogs and 69th Falcon Irregulars. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, supporting these teams, supporting us casters, supporting MWO Comp. Thank you so much, Livish and Krasnopesky, for keeping MWO Comp alive and well. Thank you again, Mr. Bear, for running Tournament of Stars for the 3rd time here. Yeah. If you guys want to learn more about this tournament or any of the competitive tournaments in particular for MechWarrior Online, visit the MWO Comp Discord. Also swing by if you want help with your mech builds, if you want to get better at the game, or if you want to start getting involved in the MWO Comp scene. Yeah. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. Keep it luscious.